Welcome to TabletConnect. Today we're going to be reviewing the ViewSonic ViewBook 730, which is a 7-inch Android tablet that was recently released by ViewSonic. It competes on the lower end of the tablet market, lower end meaning price, not necessarily quality. This retails, well actually you can find it for about $230 out on the market. And basically we're going to tell whether this $230 tablet is worth it. Of course we're not going to compare it against the iPad or the Zoom or the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 because those are high-end tablets and that's not the market that this particular tablet is competing against. This tablet, the ViewBook, is very similar in size to the Nook Color, and so a lot of the comparisons that I'm going to make is against the Nook Color and the Arco 70 tablet. So let's just go over the exterior of this particular tablet. Again, it's very similar in size to the Nook Color. This is about 8.2 inches in length, 5.2 inches width, and about 0.56 inches thickness. That compares to 8.1 inches on the Nook for the length, 5 inches for the width, and 0.48 on the Nook. So it's slightly thicker than the Nook, but in terms of weight, it actually is this is about 15.2 ounces and the Nook is 15.8, so it's a little heavier, but I believe that's more that has to do with the construction in the body. This is basically plastic. It's all plastic here. You can tell on the back and on the sides. It's very plastic body. And unfortunately, it's not well constructed. Not sure if you can hear it, but if you just hold it, you can hear basically the plastic creaking or squeaking against each other. Anyhow, so it is exactly the same or very similar in size to the Nook Color. The Arco 770 is actually slightly smaller than this. So going on the top, you have your power button. Has a small button for the power. This is your headphone jack. There is a mini HDMI output, which is great, and a mini USB port on the side here. On this side is the micro SD port, which you can see. Because it's flush, it's actually a little difficult to get the card out. You really have to use your nail, push in, get the card out, and push back in. But other than that, it's flush. It's actually better than the Nook Color, since the Nook Color has that cover on the back, which makes it difficult to insert and to take it out there. On the bottom here is the DC charger adapter where you plug it in. It also has a light, which is actually great. Believe it or not, but not many tablets do have a charging light indicator. Our preference is that it should have it, so that way you know that it's been fully charged. Then on the other side is the volume buttons. You have to increase and decrease here. Okay, on the back, just sees the ViewSonic label and the markings on the bottom. On the front here, there is a front-facing camera, which you can see here. This is actually a 0.3 megapixel, so it's not a great camera, but if you want to do video conferencing or video chat, it at least has that, while the Nook doesn't have it, and neither does the Arco 70. The speakers are on the front, which we're always a proponent of. We do not like speakers on the back because the sound goes away from you and it sounds muffled. So it is on the front, so that is definitely one nice benefit about this tablet here. The screen is a resistive screen, not capacitive, and because of that, there is a stylus that's included on here, so that way you can use it to draw, or actually there's a hand writing recognition software in here, which I will show you later. But the screen is 800 by 480, so it's not that great. If you look at the Nook color, that has a 1024 by 600, so definitely sharper resolution. The Arcos also has an 800 by 480, so the screen is not that great, but in terms of being a resistive screen, it's definitely actually one of the most responsive screens, resistive screens that we have tested. So this is definitely a high quality resistive screen. It works almost as well as a capacitive screen. Just to show you the scrolling. Again, no problems whatsoever. This tablet does run Android 2.2. It does not run Honeycomb 3.0, and don't expect to get it to be upgradable to Android 3.0. I did check with the folks at ViewSonic about the possibility of getting upgraded to Android 2.3. They didn't have any formal comment. They said it may be possible, but there's definitely nothing confirmed for that. So this is running the standard Android 2.2, which if you have an Android phone, you'll be very familiar with it. What else here? This does have an accelerometer. It does rotate, however it doesn't rotate when you are on these screens or even on the app screens. You will not see that this can be rotated. But let's just go to the browser. Now you can see that it does rotate, and it does rotate 360 degrees, which is definitely one that you would want to have. The viewing angles are not that great. I know on the video it's very hard to tell. You can just do slightly on that. You can see a little bit, but that's not a surprise when you look at this type of screen and the resolution. However, we, unlike most other individuals, we are not, viewing angles are not a big deal for us. This tablet is a device that's mostly to be used by one individual at a time. If you do want to watch a movie with someone else, the viewing angle is more than enough for 2 people. Even 3 may be good. Any more than that, and you're not going to really get anything great. But as you can see, it's pretty responsive. It's actually, I've seen it more responsive than some of the higher end tablets. Okay, this does not include any type of Google apps, no Gmail, no Maps, navigation, so forth. It does include a suite of the Amazon, which includes a Kindle, Amazon App Store, and Amazon.com. So you can just see that. If you have an Amazon.com account, you can just sign in and you'll be able to get apps that way. So there's the Amazon App Store. They did include some apps, Adobe Reader, there's a diary, there's actually a file manager, an Explorer, which is always something that we believe that every tablet should include an app, should include a file manager. That's just one of those things that it's common sense. You want to make sure you have a file manager so you can access your files or look up files, or especially if you're installing apps that are sideloaded, which is you copy them onto your SD drive and put it, then you can install it on your tablet. And there's a bunch of other ones: Media on Fly, TuneIn Radio, and so forth.
Okay, now we're going to go and I want to show you the handwriting recognition, which is one of the neat features of this particular tablet. We're going to go into the diary here, and right now let's just do the pen mode just so you can see how it works. Because it is a resistive screen, that's why it recognizes the plastic stylus that is included with this. Slight lag, but nothing too bad. Okay, let's clear this. Okay, and you can just basically just hold this down and you'll see it says input method. You're going to change that to the handwriting IME. Okay, now we're going to write. You just tap on and you'll see this box here. Here is where you're going to do the actual handwriting, and it will recognize all major common words. So let's just do a test again using the same words, and it'll give you a whole selection there if you need to choose space. Okay, and you see it wrote it fine. And the period is always one that's a little difficult for it to register. Okay, just have to make sure that it is just a dot and not a line or anything that may get misinterpreted. Let's just delete this. Okay. As I mentioned, it doesn't for some reason, it may recognize letters easily. G, O, G, L, E, which is basically spells Google. However, if you write the word see the selections that it gives you, it doesn't come close. If I do a small g, again, doesn't recognize it. Even the name of the tablet doesn't recognize it. So it's not perfect, but it's for most other things. If you want to just write, the only thing is that this area is very sensitive, so you can't lean on here or else it'll go crazy like this. Alright. So in a way you kind of have to go far in order to hold that. I do want to show you how it reads script, and it does recognize script fairly well. Trying to write as neat as possible. Quick. Brown. Oh, I screwed up there. Fox. jumped over. Oh, didn't do that neatly. Screwed that one up, but I got the word correctly. Dogs. So there you have it. Overall, it works fine if that's important. It does fine as long as there's no words that are a little too uncommon, but it should recognize words even if they're not common. It should all be based on the letters, but that's unfortunately the particular software on this. So there you have it on the handwritten recognition.
Like I said, it does include a stylus. One thing I forgot to mention when going over the exterior is that there is nowhere to put the stylus. It would have been nice if they can somehow put a holder or something to have the stylus with, but you can always buy a case and stick the stylus in there. Alright, let's go into the multimedia. Let's go over the photos first and do some test photos. Okay. One other thing that I forgot to mention regarding the screen, unfortunately, it's not a multi-touch screen or even a 1+1, which means 2 points. So there is no pinch to zoom. You cannot pinch to zoom anything on here. You're gonna have to use the magnifying glass that's noted on here, but there is no pinch to zoom because it doesn't recognize more than one input touch at a time. So for viewing pictures, it's fine. It does the job. Of course, you can connect the HDMI cable on here, and you can view it on an HD TV. So I get out of there. And let's see, music. Oh. Okay, raise the volume. The volume is pretty good. It's a little distorted when you raise up the volume, but other than that, the volume is fine. However, once you get to probably what is it, a quarter, it's barely noticeable. If you can try to hear that there. Okay, now our test video, it did play all of our test videos, which is great. We have a few videos that we do test in AVI, MP4, MOV. Those are the three means that we test. We do have HD videos, and it had no problems playing those videos there. Unlike the Nook Color, which could not play any of our HD test videos in either AVI, MP4, and MOV format. That's just one HD video. Here's another. Plays it fine. And again, if you want to hook up the HDMI cable to your HD TV, it's no problem at all. It doesn't have a mirror mode, so it's not like you can view everything that you do on your tablet on the HD TV. That's not that. Doesn't have that capability. But that's overall the tablet. It's okay. It does the job well. The Nook Color is $250 at the moment, so it's $20 more than this tablet. But if you are pretty good with following instructions easily, you can take your Nook Color, hack it, install Android 2.3 on there, and have a better tablet, which will be faster, a better screen. and we will recommend that over this. I mean, it's okay, 230. Maybe if it was less than 200, we could definitely look at this, but unless you really need the camera, the front-facing camera, the handwriting recognition, there's really nothing else that we can really say that's great about this tablet. And the Arcos is coming out with their next generation, the 80, so that should be interesting, because I believe it's going to be about $50 more than this. So, but that one will be a more powerful tablet, and I believe that one will run Android 3.0. So that's basically it on our review with this. Check on our website, TabletConnect.blogspot.com, for the full details, including our benchmarking results, where we compare this to the Nook Color and the Arcos 70. But thank you for watching.